Good morning. Pulling everything apart this morning. How are we doing? So today we're trading Alpha Zones. As always, happy Monday, people. Always a little bit quieter on a Monday. Morning, Islam. How are you doing? You well? Thanks for the like, buddy. Let's have a little look at where we are. So I'm on the 1 minute chart on NASDAQ. Right then, let's get into it. Hope everyone is well. Yep, NASDAQ. I'm going to have a look at gold as well. Yes. Have a look at pretty much anything you want, really. But I'm going to start with NASDAQ because that's what I trade mainly. So I want to have a little look at where we are for the day. I am, however, just going to close that blind so it's right in my eyes. It's the zoo blind. Blinds me. Right then. So let's have a little look at our open. Let's put on our daily alpha zone so I know where we are. So I don't have to go searching around. Ooh, what have I been playing with? Look. Right then. Let's get that green off. I think I've been playing silly buggers while I've been doing my update. So for those of you who are already with us, what am I drinking? Pepsi Max. Always Pepsi Max. I may as well be sponsored by them. There we go. Let's just turn that off. I don't want that. There we go. Great. All right. So, beer. No. Islam. It's 8:35 in the morning here. Even for me, that's a bit early. So we've got our NASDAQ open here, as you'll see. And then our 1 hour alpha zones. So what do we look for with alpha zones? We look for some simple things. We're looking for 1 hour alpha zone above or below. So, and what I mean by that is if you get a sell signal, you want your alpha zone, current alpha zone, to be below your previous one to take a sell. Yep, definitely too early. Definitely too early, buddy. Where are you based? Yeah, we don't want to trade. We'll keep it real simple for now. Looking for our 2 traffic lights and a signal. Or a break out of a big money zone. Nice and simple. Let's keep our rules nice and easy. That is the only way I'll be trading today. following these. How are we all anyway? We good? Everyone's quiet on the chat. Come on, don't be shy. And don't forget to give us a like on the stream, guys. Be nice to get this out to a lot of people today. Come on nice and early so we can do a good stint on this. Hopefully get some good trades. No news Monday though, so normally more effective on a New York session. Normally have more of an effect on, but we will give it a go anyway. The rules follow. Then let's just anchor this. Okie dokie. Right, so we opened 6 o'clock New York time last night. And our 1 hour alpha zone opened below. As you see, we got a sell signal. Our traffic lights were red. Beautiful. Same again. Same again. Not a bad start to the day. Now, that again would have been a winner. For old school alpha zone users, that may have been a no-no. It'd be one that you'd be a little bit more cautious of because you are trading within the 1 hour alpha zone, which normally is something to be avoided or to be very careful of. But if you're trying to get a trade, there's another straight 4 wins in a row there. Our alpha zone has then opened inside. So we've got no definitive line of whether that is bullish or bearish. So we shouldn't be taking trades in that. The only time you would take a trade in that is if you wanted to be a little bit more cautious. Is if you really were looking for a trade, you don't want to chase, but if you are looking for one, it's if it's broke the high or the low of that previous hour. Could give you an indication that actually that period of time is going to be bullish or bearish. Okay. So yeah, we're inside. And then our alpha zone opens below. We've got lighter day here. We've got a buy signal that we're not touching because we've opened below. We are sideways, really, but opened slightly above, so we're not touching the sell. So we're not touching these two signals. Okay, here's an example of what I was saying there. So this alpha zone is bigger than this one. However, great example actually. It is sideways, but it's opened up here, tapped into. If you watch, you gotta look at context on the hour. It's tapped into the previous hour, then come back up. So our alpha zone is only in here because of that quick push down. Now, it is still sideways, so it is still not an A+. You would still be looking at it being cautious, but here's your high of the previous hour. And here you get to take, it takes this here. So if you were going to take a signal, you've taken the high of the previous hour, your traffic lights are green. Yeah, your traffic lights have gone green. It's one I would take a punt on. Not A+, but... So then we move on to our next hour. We've got our 1 hour alpha zone. Has now, again... Oh, we haven't gone to the next hour yet. This is on the 59, which is fine. So, not only did we take the high of the hour here, but this has now taken the high of the previous hour as well. So, we've taken this, all here have gone. And we've had a buy signal. Traffic lights are green. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then the last signal we've had, which was, what, 40 minutes ago? Yeah, about 40 minutes ago. Was a sell signal, but our 1 hour alpha zone opened above. So no trade. Traffic lights are green. Our alpha zones are bullish. That makes sense? Like, I'm not talking in riddles here, guys. You can clearly see all these signals are there at the time. Alpha zone opens below. Light of day. Sell signal. Traffic lights. Take the trade. Alpha zone opens below. Sell signal. Traffic lights. Take the trade. Sell signal. Traffic lights. Take the trade. We've gone sideways. Not taking trades. We're below. We're only looking for sells. Don't get any sells. We've closed above, so we're only looking for, well, we'll say we're above. We're still sideways. No trade. No trade. Breaks the high. Breaks the high. Any questions? Try to keep it nice and simple. Alpha zones is pretty simple. This is a nice period to trade. Does it always win? No, it doesn't always win. Yes, that is 6 wins and no losses, but realistically, it's not going to always win. No system will. And anybody who professes to you that it does is a liar. However, the win rate on this is excellent. And more importantly, a really simple process to follow. So we've got our queue opening in 17 minutes, which is our QQQ, which is very important. We've got yesterday's. We've got is that not Fridays? When's that from? Yeah, that's Fridays. Friday's queue. Ooh. Right then, so here's an interesting one. Just shorten this down so you can see. So we have had a sell signal, but I'm not touching it because it's against our rules. So our 1 hour alpha zone is opened above. Our traffic lights are varied, they're not in line. We only have one red. And actually, at the point of the sell signal, it's not as though I could even argue that we've taken the low in the previous hour, because we haven't. So when we're taking a trade with alpha zones, I always, 95% of the time, I will use a stop order. Which means that they're marked on for you. I'll tell you what I have done. I've done an update so I can change my settings here. Right, where's my... I've only got the one queue on at the minute because I'm just cleaning the chart up, Rodrigo. I normally put up to 3 on, but just for the live, I just try and keep it really simple. Where are we? Okay, yep, so I want my swing stop. So on our update at the weekend, which I spent Saturday doing, we just make sure I've got everything on for you. Yeah, so you can see now on your trade setup. Let's see if you can see this. Not sure what you can see. 1 minute, let me just get rid of the screen up. Okay, you can see that, that's fine. So I have added the weekend just some variants for you in regards to trade setup. So you can see here, stop loss. You can either have as behind the candle, behind the entry candle, or behind the entry candle, or on the previous swing. So this sell signal is going to disappear. There we go. It's a question I got at the weekend from a nice gentleman who messaged me asking about repainting. Do not be under any illusion that is not repainting. So what happens, it is a deliberate functionality that we have incorporated into the indicator, and it falls perfectly in line with what I was just talking about. So we enter with a stop order, so just below the entry candle. So this had the sell signal on here, and we put our stop order on, and we're waiting for bearish volume to push through. We're not looking for, we've got a sell signal, so we just enter willy-nilly, because this happens. This is what you get. You get these flip backs, and there's nothing worse. It's absolutely nothing worse than those trades where you enter and then they just instantly reverse on you. So to prevent that, we're only looking for ones that push through on the next candle. So you put your stop order on at the end, and we wait for bearish volume to push through. Now, if it doesn't take that, and before it does, it takes the high of that signal candle, then you take your stop order off and you don't enter the trade. So at that point, set it so that the signal will be removed. So it's not that the signal isn't there anymore because you were never in that trade, because you should have used a stop order. Okay. So we have a buy signal, but our traffic lights are red and green. We've taken the high of the previous hour. I am only taking with traffic lights. So as much as we've got a signal, I'm not going to go in because it doesn't fit my rules. And I don't care if we only get one trade or no trades. It's more important to stick to your rules, because, as I've just pointed out, when you stick to your rules, things like this happen. I'm only entering high probability ones. I'm not taking the ones where they're a bit iffy, where it wasn't quite right. Well, actually, this one, buy signal, no. Sell signal might not get you to 1R. Follow the rules. So, no trade, no trade. Which one am I using? I'm using the swing. And the reason I'm using the swing is we wanted to be able to showcase back the bigger R trades, or at minimum 1R trades. The base hit system of going behind the candle and hitting and going for base hits, golden zones, works brilliantly. We've proven that. It's got a late 80% win rate. But people do struggle, me included, I have to admit, with the negative R. It's not nice. It works, and you can get many good trades and many winners on it. But you can't get away from the fact that you can win a trade and then have to do 3 or 4 trades sometimes to go and make that back up. So what I'm trying to showcase is using the stop behind the swing low. And obviously, if you're ending up with a massive candle, then maybe that's to be considered. But they're in there in my reviews. Message my wife. So, yeah, so that's why I've not took this. That's why I've not took this. We're not aligned. We would only be looking for buys, but unfortunately, prices come down too much. Now, you can see we now have gone green, but it's too late for me. Too late. And as much as I'm not jumping in, all my testing is on following the rules. So, que sera, sera. Any questions on that? I do like it when you talk. It makes it a bit easier to sit here talking to an empty room. This is just how I live now. Just me in an empty room. Let's put something a little bit more upbeat on. Not as melancholy. That's a bit better. Bugzilla, welcome, buddy. Why would you take the last buy signal? No. So the reason I didn't is because at the point of the buy signal, traffic light wasn't aligned. Also, we've got a big alarm bell. Don't like this. It's yesterday's queue. Friday's queue, sorry. So I'm leaving that on at the minute. Just going to turn trade setups off on brakes. Let's have a look. So what are we all trading today? We all trading NASDAQ? We are trading other things. Set this up. Check it now. That should mean if I built the thing bloody right over the weekend, we shouldn't have any issue with. It should just be a straight 1R up to here. Yes, fine. Okay. Top of the golden zone, 1R. Good. So I need to mark them on because they're there. So you see we've got automatic mark on now for our stop loss, the swing low. We've got our entry point here. Yeah, our entry point, and then 0.5 1.5R, 1R, 1.5R. That's your targets. See, there is an argument for this signal. It's easy to say in hindsight, but the argument for the signal is, we have a little look, make sure I keep it on screen for you. The point of entry, we've taken the high of the previous hour. So, yes, we haven't quite gone green on the traffic lights yet. We're one off. However, we have taken the high of the previous hour. Our alpha zone to bullish. The only thing we didn't have was the 2 traffic lights. So, there is argument for taking a B setup rather than A plus setup, but I'm going to follow the rules. Right, let's have a look at what else we've got. Let's see how gold's done. Oh, that was a hell of a run. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have liked that buy signal. No, thank you very much. There's a warning sign there, guys, straight away. Just, that is, you've gone all the way through the hour, all the way up with hardly any fluctuation, and then 51 minutes into the hour, you get your buy signal. That'll give me the collie wobbles, as my nan would have said. Okay, yeah, but Alpha Zone has opened bullish, just. Then, so we're not taking these sells, not taking the buys, because we are open below. Possibly, I think that would have been a trade, and probably a loss, that one. We found a loss. Yeah. So would have got a loss there on gold. It isn't perfect. So we open above, so we're looking for buys. Just say the traffic lights were green, so. And then we open below. That's what we're looking for. We'll just be putting you on mute for a second. They're just going to test the fire alarm here, but I'm going to stay on. Yeah, so Alpha Zone opens below. Oh, no traffic lights didn't go red. That's a shame. It's over. Thank God. Yeah, so Alpha Zone opens below, but our traffic lights aren't aligned yet. And as you can see, the reason our traffic lights aren't aligned yet is because of this massive push down. So it's had all this push up to drag the traffic lights up. And then, yeah, so we'd have to wait. I was in. I think we'd have just stayed in with that. Yep. I wouldn't have liked it, but we'd have just stayed in. Let's get rid of that. Alpha zone opens below. Sell signal. What a horrible one there. So that definitely would have taken us out. We'd have got taken out there. But we took the win there. And then we are below. So Alpha zone's just opened above, but the signal was when we were bearish. Morning, Amrit. Nice to see you, buddy. Well, if you've got a busy week, mate, hope everything's okay. Yes, that's gold. We got a couple of losses on gold, 3 wins. Dominic, welcome. Welcome to Big Money. Right, let's get back to NASDAQ. Let's have a little look. Now we've had our queue open. Thankfully, the work I've done at the weekend has made the indicator a little bit quicker as well. Just removed some dead functionality, so it is a bit faster. No, I did not take that buy. Traffic lights didn't align, so I stayed out. Even though it was a peach. Have a little look at Big Money. See where price might react from. We've come all the way down on the daily. See where we might get a reaction from. Right, I'm going to jump on the 5 minute. Let's hide the draw in. There we go. Okay. So that is our 5 minute. I don't want to draw too much on, but that is our 5 minute big money zone from this swing here. This large impulse. So if you're going to get a reaction, it could be from there. And let's have a little look at what's around us as well. So let's pop on our important levels indicator. See what we've got. Okay, so interestingly, we have a gap on the queue. So it's not exact, but this is where the queue closed roundabout on Friday, and we've opened up here now. So there is a chance. chance at some point that we could come back down and fill this gap. So if we start to go bearish and we come below here, that's what I'd be targeting. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need to check. Really very silly. Thanks for subscribing. Whoever that was, I'll be there in a second. Timon, thanks for subscribing. How are you doing? So what are we looking for now? Looking for a pullback. We're going to stay going long. We've got previous day high above. Got some liquidity there. We've got Q close below. So to get another buy signal with alpha zones, we need a break. And what I mean by that is we need, zoom in, we need a white or a gold candle, i.e. break down and break back up before we could get another buy signal. We can't get another buy signal because we haven't had a break candle. There's your break candle before you buy. There's a break candle, there's a break candle, there's a break candle, there's a break candle. We need a break down and possibly a sell, and then a break back up to get a buy. But right now it is on a run. So that signal's took its 1R. Feeling the music this morning. It's better. So I'll just like a little tap down and go. Be nice, and then we can carry on running. But I'll only be taking an entry within the rules. So we're tapping up into this little bit of liquidity here. Clean up the chart a bit. We've got our daily alpha zone here. Coming all the way back up to this here. Wow. It's a hell of a, just look at look. Hell of a run back to the daily. we reckon? Is it going to bounce from the daily, come back and test the queue? Because it's not tested the queue yet. Or are we on for a really bullish day? Right, let's just... Interesting. Morning, Gummy. How we doing, buddy? It's a hell of a run up. These are the ones where you go, I followed the rules and I'm happy I followed the rules, but I'm really pissed off that that did that on that signal. And not on the one I was going to take. But I think we're going to get to the daily. That is unbelievable. Like, that is unbelievable. Let's just mark on. I just want to be sure on that big money zone because it should be interesting. Nice signal on the 5 minute. Traffic lights are green. Does work. 5 minute alpha zone opened above. Sorry, the 1 hour alpha zone opened above. 5 minute signal. Green traffic lights. Bump. Green traffic lights. Bump. There we go. Only guacamole indeed. Is that the full impulse? Let me just check. Yeah, that's the full impulse. Let's just mark it on, have a look. Yeah, so it's a... Yeah, I don't think it's not respecting that in my opinion. It's coming for the daily is what it's coming for. 1,000,000%. NQ's onto something. Yeah, it's got a rocket up its arse, that's what it's got. It's going to have to put in some structure at some point. Let's see if we can get a pull back. Tell you what I'm not seeing. Where's my break lines? Where are my break lines? How odd. So we've had a break candle down, so that means we can get a sell signal. We can't take a sell signal on our rules, but totally baffled to how I've removed my break lines. Ah, there they are. What a plank. Fixed it. You wouldn't think I built the thing, would you? There we go. So these are just to give you an indication of when you're going to get a break candle, so that you know whether you're going to be able to get a signal or not. So to break down, we're going to get a push right back to the Q. It's quite a big move up. So guys, don't forget to give us a like on the stream. If you're not subscribing, why the hell not? No, if you want to subscribe, guys, don't forget to press the button. And as I said, please do give us a like. It really does help. The more likes we get, the more YouTube pushes each stream out. And last week we had a record 2,700 on Wednesday's stream, which was amazing. Thank you to you all. What do we look like an R5? 5 still. These are all very quiet this morning. Is everyone still sleeping? See what gold's up to while we wait. We did open above on gold. Well, not quite. I do like to see light of day. A plus, I want to see space between the alpha zones. If we can get them to have a space like this, then we can get good moves like this. Yeah, should look something similar to NASDAQ, which it does. Okay, we're getting a push back up, are we? Let's check. Or is it just the S? It's leveling out. Right, so what I'm going to check is, I'll just pop this down here. That's what we're looking for. A little push up and a buy signal would be nice. Our alpha zones are bullish. Our traffic lights are green. We've had a pullback. Obviously, this is quite a big move up, but it's got to go one direction. It's whether or not this is ready to push back up yet. Just going to drop the time frame for this move. Just see if I can just test big money. Where are we? 4 o'clock. Okay. Internal move number 2. Is it? It's just such a big sweeping move up. There's our impulse there. That one up. Rejects out of there. Maybe. Let's see. See if it's going to come down. Obviously, this is our full impulse. But if it's on a bullish run, it might not want to go that far. See if we can get some volume. I think in the update I have just turned all sorts off. Can't see my ATR table either. Yeah, I don't know what I've done with that. Oh, do you know what? I bet it's that. Bet the text was white because I had it on a bloody dark theme. Yeah, there we go. Right then, so we've had a break candle back up. We are bullish on our Q. We are bullish on our hourly. Let's have a look at our 4 hour. So we're bullish on the 4 hour, bullish on the Q, we're bullish on the 1 hour, we are bearish on the daily, but that is all we're bearish on at the minute. Traffic lights are green. Let's stick my risk calculator on, just in case. Check it's working. Previous signal 249. Let's see if we get a push up and give us a signal. See if we can actually get a trade this morning. Cash Access, welcome to Big Money. Thank you for downloading the indicator. So let's just So if you do want to use any of what I'm using today, I'm not going to sit here pitching all day, but link is in the comments. I will pin it. It's pinned. If you use code code T-Bone, get yourself 40% off, and it's lifetime access, all the updates like we were doing this weekend. Pin that to the top there, don't miss out while it's 40% off. Okay, so we're going to take that high. ATR's at 7. See if it was here, then we've got enough room between here and here to get 1R, at least get BE when it hits the daily, just in case. But we're not going to get it. We're going to have to wait. Damn. this candle either. So I'm going to push down first. Have a look on ES, see if it's giving us anything more definitive. No. How's gold doing? Okie dokie. Well, we're just going to have to be patient. So we're getting a break candle back down. Morning, Mark. How you doing, mate? Hope you had a good weekend. Well, thankfully it didn't give us the entry here. But as we said, it's been a great overnight for Nasdaq. Alpha zones aligned. When they aligned with the traffic lights, everything's won. Everything. Get another tap down. Is it holding that? Interestingly. Is it here? Yeah. So you'll see with big money, we've got the impulse down here, and then our impulse up. Full impulse up here. And that's what it's been tapping into. Tap, go, tap, go, tap. Let's do it again. So we're holding that 15-second big money zone there. Perfectly. Let's just mark that on because it's held it. It's the third time, so it's clearly a pool of significance there. Pool of significance. Sounds like something out of Narnia or Harry Potter or something. Nope. It's not having any of that. Oh, yeah. So it's held, it's held, it's held. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Looking forward to my lunchtime walk if it stays like that. Might speak to my mate Zoo today as well. So busy bee in his new house. Getting water from his well. Never thought of the other day. Okay, so we're getting a brake candle back up, so we could get a buy signal. Our traffic lights are both green. Bullish on the hourly, bullish on the Q, bullish on the 4 hour. Decent candle. Settings. We're gonna get a signal. Not on that candle. It's just whether or not we get it around here. Let me go and be here. Let's see. Still doesn't want to move yet. So what do we think? We're always going to get a little area of chop here after such a big move up, so I don't mind that. We just got to be a little bit patient with it. Okay, it's going to be straight to the daily, isn't it? Just to really wind me up. It's not my hard rule though, so if it is, I will still take it. For you. For you. Don't forget to give us a like on the video, guys. There is another. The other version is there of Alpha Zones to still be able to do it. I'll have a look. I'll send it in the group in a bit, mate. There's both versions there so that you can backtest. YouTube mobile not loading all your comments? What, you mean yours or other people's? It's weird. Yeah, that's weird. No, they're not showing up for me either, buddy. Weird. YouTube's not playing ball today. So we're still getting this area of consolidation here. Doesn't want to go up. Have I got the chat filter to up? I wouldn't even know how to do that. How weird. It's on mine. I can see test here. I don't know. Right then, so no, I can't see a difference, mate. There's no setting not on. Right then. Come on, NASDAQ. Held this beautifully, right? Is it just going to trickle up? Let's check our important levels. It's just fighting it. I wonder what it's bouncing off here. Let me have a little look. We got an internal one here. Let's just check big money. I reckon. What I think. Just pull this across. Check. Feels like it should be this. Feels like it should be that impulse there, but I don't think that is in the daily, so it's not got that far. So it's not. It's just me talking crap. It's also perfectly possible. No, it's broke them. It's not holding on any of them. See if it rejects from this big money buyer zone again. Buyers holding, buyers holding. Let's just shuffle that along. So we can see that big. So look, we've marked on the 15 second, but if we start to go, so okay, sellers are still breaking sellers. Then we've got our internal here. Are we on internal? We are on internal. Number 2 is internal on big money. See, we've had our impulse up, holds. Come back down again. Impulse up. Holds. So buyers are still holding. I do love big money for that exact reason. Gives you that context. Higher highs, higher lows. just gonna keep holding. It's when we start to see it, which breaks this, or breaks this, then we could get a bigger retracement. My wife's funny. So we've got another little impulse up. You start to get really pernickety, but mark them on. Gives us something to do, doesn't it, while we're waiting? Just mark on our buyers. Holding our big money buyer zones. When it starts breaking them, then we know we got our alarm bells. Little impulse again. Still holds. Feels like it doesn't want to get up there. Feels like we're going to get a deeper retracement to me. But there's no point predicting because we haven't got a fucking clue. Held again. Ooh, spoke too soon. So while we wait, for those of you who just joined us, let's have a little look. I'm just going to quick review again overnight. We had our open, 6 o'clock. What we're looking for our 1 hour alpha zone to be above or below that matches our buy or a sell. So our alpha zone opened below. Our traffic lights weren't aligned yet. We're looking for traffic lights to be matched. So 2 traffic lights the same color as your signal. So nothing aligned here, but we are bearish. We are bearish again. Our traffic lights are red. We're going to sell signal to win. We break back up, we break back down. We're going to sell signal. Still bearish. Traffic lights are still holding. Again with this. And again with this. Then our alpha zones opens inside, so we're staying out. Now we don't actually get a signal in that hour anyway. However, sideways alpha zone should be a warning sign. So our alpha zone opens below. Can't hear me. Anyone else have an issue with sound? I'm right by the mic. I haven't touched it. Check my stream health. No, stream health is fine. Anybody else have an issue with sound? Maybe I was just speaking low. Sorry. I'll just be a bit clearer. So yeah, so our alpha zone opened sideways, so we stayed out of that hour. And then we opened below, so we're definitely not taking a buy. Why do we not mark on that sell? Sell signal. Ah, traffic light wasn't aligned. That's why. We had an orange traffic light. Orange traffic light. So we don't take the signal. It's a shame. Still would have played. Still bearish. And then we have opened sideways, ever so slightly bullish. So we're not looking for, definitely not looking for sells. Only difference is if we have taken the high or low of the previous hour, then that would give us an indication. As an example here, we are sideways. It was a bullish hour, alpha zone, but you want a bit more conviction than that. So a close above that high the previous hour would give me that win. And again, win. It's been a good session. So let's see what we're doing at the minute. See if we're still holding our big money buyer zones. So big money still holding. So buyers are still being respected. Not invalidated any of these areas yet. I think that sellers are taking control. Still bullish on our 1 hour. Bullish on the Q. Bullish on the 4 hour. The only thing we're really bearish on is the daily, and only just. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Start messing with the stream. Nobody needs that. My sausage fingers playing with things. No. It's just a shame when it's like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off my real closes because they are. Okay, so we're 3 minutes into our new hour. The last hour of our 4, if I'm right. Yeah, last hour of our 4 hour. New 4 hour at 11 o'clock, at 6 o'clock New York time. However, our alpha zone, 1 hour alpha zone is opened above. So if we just get a zoom right in here. See our grey alpha zone here. It's only a small one, but it is still bullish. So we're above. lighter day in between. So let's see if we get a push down and it starts disrespecting buyers and holding sellers. Which our new hour could do that. So we're going to get pushed down. Oh, Jazzy, we are on NASDAQ 1 minute chart. Currently just had this run up. It's keeping us out at the minute. Wise man, how you doing, buddy? Jazzy, how are you doing? So we're still holding this big money zone. I'm really good, mate. Really good. Nice weekend with the family. Well, I say that, I worked all weekend, but they were there. I done some updates for our Alpha Zones users. Try and make things a little bit easier. Hoping for a couple of nice trades before lunchtime here. You tried WAP but didn't get anything. What do you mean you tried WAP? What do you mean? Remind me, Jazzy. You'll have to remind me, pal. So we're still holding this big money buy zone. I don't understand your question though, Jazzy. The signal stuff you're using on TradingView. The signals, yeah, it's Max Algo Premium. The link is in the. I don't know what you mean by you tried WAP. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. It gets a little bit lost in translation on chat. Yeah, no, but I don't know what your question is. What I mean is, the signals are an indicator. It's the golden candle indicator. And the link is pinned to the comments. I'll put it in again, though. When you say you tried WAP, I don't know what you mean by you've tried WAP. Oh. What indicator, though? So are you talking about Big Money, have you bought Max Algo Premium or have you just downloaded Big Money? Lovely, another hold on the Big Money zone. I asked 2 questions there, sorry mate. So which one? Have you got Big Money or have you got Premium? Well, Big Money doesn't have signals, mate. That's why. Big Money is this. So Big Money marks up your highs and your lows. Yeah, so Big Money marks up the highs and lows. And then you add on your Big Money zones from it. It's a simple indicator, but incredibly effective, as you can see. We've just marked up these 2 and it's holding them. Now, if you've added it to your favorites, if you click the link and add it to your favorites, then if you click the rocket on the indicator, then you'll get if you go to your favorites, it will be there. But if it's only the Big Money one you've got, then that's that indicator. It doesn't come with signals and alpha zones and important levels. It's just the Big Money indicator. We are still holding. Holding. Yeah, there's the Big Money Discord. You can message me in the Big Money Discord. I'll even send you the link for that. No, you don't have me Instagram. There's the link for the Big Money Discord. If you want to go in there, you can reach me anytime on there. Okay. Ooh, did that disappear then? Tell you what, you can tell because I wasn't watching. And that wasn't live. I was dealing with that. Well, at least we can preempt. What's disappeared? For God's sake, I'm losing my shit on this chat this morning. Oh, the signal disappeared. Sorry, Mark. My God, I'm losing my mind. Yes. Yes. And you'll see one of the reasons it disappeared is because clearly as price got up here, all the factors that are taken into account, including volume, for it to get a signal, were in play. And as prices pulled back down, that's why we've got such a big wick at the top, they are no longer in play. That's why it's disappeared. They weren't in play at the close of the candle. But it means that somewhere around here, if price continues, we've got a chance of a signal. See if it's going to hold another big money zone. It's a decent impulse up. Internal, but a decent impulse up. It's tapped into it. Just tapping into our hourly. Directly into our big money zone again. My goodness. Just still holding this area. Price is dire at the minute for us, isn't it, guys? Apologies. See if we can get through this area. If we can, then we might start to get a bit of a deeper retracement. Aziza, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. So we are getting a sell signal, which, for obvious reasons, I will absolutely not be taking. Our alpha zone is bullish. Our traffic lights are green. It's completely against my rules. If we were going to take a signal, we'd be taking a stop order below. If it takes the top of this candle before it takes the stop, that sell signal will disappear as it is invalidated before we enter. See if we're going to get a bullish or a bearish hour. See if we're going to break through our big money buyers zone, because this is attempted many times. Push down, push down, push down. It's not managed to get through that at all yet. Okay, so we're getting a push down. Okay, so this is the first instance of our big money buyers being disrespected, which is what we wanted to see. Either it's going to go up, or we're going to start to see these being disrespected. And if you now that goes, you'd expect that there's a chance that this could go as well. See if it takes this zone. It's been holding the previous one for a while. Once you start to disrespect buyers zones, then it will often get through a few. Just see if I can mark up. See if we've got a bit of a zone here. It's a bit too low. So it's going to come down. That could be where it'll come to. Got our 80% mark just straight at the Q. You got to remember as well, as we haven't tested that Q yet at all. We've come straight through it. We've not even tapped into it. It's not going to be a day no trade, is it? Was it going to hold it? Come on, NASDAQ. Well, he's still holding this zone. We've been here nearly 2 hours. Need something to line up properly. See if we can break back above our hourly. Get above our 1 hour alpha zone. I'd be happy with that. But it looks like it wants to go down. We have had a break candle up and we are getting a golden candle down. Looks like we're starting to hold sellers now. Let's have a look. So we've got that there, and then we had a push up here. See, it's held that there. Give a little look. So we come down, we push up here, and we come down. It's all fractal. And that up and then down. What are you? Theo, this is NASDAQ, 1 minute chart. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing, Theo. What in the world is... You take that trade, Gummy. Nice one, buddy. GG, my friend. GG. It's a nice W for you. I don't even know what to say with that candle. Right, so we've definitely disrespected that money zone now. We've held the... Looks like sellers are currently in control. That is a wick down, that, though. I'll tell you what it is, though. I'll tell you what it is. Remember I just said to you? Is it? Look at that. Tap in. See if it carries on down, or if it's just going to tap into that big money buyer zone for the full impulse up. And then on we go. The only problem is, I don't want that as a stop. Playing games with us today, guys. So our traffic lights have now gone red. Well, one of them has. We've got a bearish 1 hour alpha zone, but we are... Sorry, I rephrased that. We are under our 1 hour alpha zone, but it was a bullish follow on. What a candle. What a candle. I don't even know what to say about that. I'd like to have been in the sell as well, but just nothing lined up. See, if we can carry on down now and get below here, then Tap straight off that 200 there. Look at that. Got to push down. See, if we get below this, hour here, below the queue, then, and I'll be looking for sells pending the traffic light change. But our alpha zone obviously was bullish, so it doesn't fit. So, to be clear, mark it on. We'll be looking for. Oh, it's not. I never know where that one is. The one Zoo uses. I never know where that one is. If we can get up here, I would be hoping for a buy around here. We can get a buy around there. Traffic lights go green. I'd be interested. And from a, if it's going to go bearish, I want it to get through there. And I'd only be looking for a sell from here. I'm not going to trade into a queue. As much as I want to trade, I'm not trading into a queue. And I think if it does come to this, it's going to take some work to get through it. Just died. He's got a big candle and just died again. Just me, or is it trading view running slow? It's absolutely died to death, hasn't it? Candle's killed us off. Don't get me wrong, I'd really prefer a close above. Because I fancied a bullish day. Okay, let's just turn that up a bit. Let's make that a bit better. Let me know if that's any better, Gummy. Don't want the volume to be really low because that's going to affect people staying on the stream. How's that? To be fair, I've got one. I just set my Rode mic up. I've got a decent Rode mic. I'll set it up for tomorrow. Mic should be fine though, to be fair. There shouldn't be anything wrong with it. Unless it's me settings. You know what I'm like. Just do that and then let's just tap this up. How's that? Any better? Right, see if we can get a push down. No, it's kind of the same. Well, hopefully it's not going into the red. That does tip the red, so I don't want to go into the red. Thanks, Bugzilla. It might take until the new hour. But let's see if we can get her... we can at least get a bit of conviction in one direction. I'd be happy. Candles just made it horrible. Because even with a... for us to get a... we're literally going to have to get above here now. And even if we do... we really want this as a stop? No, the answer is no, I don't want that as a stop. So annoying. I think what I'd do is if I do get that, then I would, if we break above the hourly, I wouldn't expect it to go below there anyway. So I would just take the next swing. Is more than likely what I'd do. Hey Charlie, how you doing, buddy? No, unfortunately not. So I came on about 3 weeks ago. Feels like. Yeah, came on around here. Was it here? Got to been on. What are we on now? I'll tell you exactly when it was because it's been on 2 hours and 10 minutes. So about 3:30. Yeah, so we came on at about here. But the buy signal, unfortunately, traffic lights weren't aligned. Wish it took it. But I followed my rules. Oh, there's some back cracking. There we go. Right then, so we're getting a golden candle to the upside. I didn't take the sell, Charlie, because obviously alpha zones are bullish, traffic lights are green. Everything within my rule says it's not a trade. For the rule set that we are trading live. See if we're going to get above our 1 hour alpha zone. It's tapped in. Holding our 1 hour alpha zone. I was hoping for a little break above here. Tap and go. Come on. Because if we do get above, I reckon it would be enough to change the traffic light green. tell you what, I've been vigilant. I'll give myself that. For sticking to the plan, I'm getting a 10. It's just sod's law, isn't it? We can go all overnight and it wins every single trade. Every single one that fits the rules, it won. And then we just gotta wait. But hey ho, what can we do? I don't just want to be grabbing trades for the sake of grabbing trades. Because I'm not really showcasing anything then, am I? We're getting a bit more definitive though. All night stream. Do you know what? If I didn't have kids, I'd just do it. We're probably going to get another sell signal as well. So annoyed. So, realistically, I can't take a sell until it's below here, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. I can only take a buy above here. So let's give it a little bit more time. If it starts to get above, then great. We'll stick around. If it stays in this area, then. If we get another plummet and close below here, I'll be very happy. Because then we can start going to fill the Q gap. Which I am happy to wait and try and fill the Q gap. Yeah, but the Q gap would mean we're coming. No, it could fill the Q gap and still go on. It's a long way away, though. It's a long way away. Right, come on. No. Traffic lights now red and orange. ATR's dropped down to 5.4. Motherfuckers. Come on, NASDAQ. They're struggling to get below the buyers. I turned them off, didn't I? Is that what it's being held on? Let's have a look. Yes. Well spotted, Gummy. So we're currently jammed between our Owly and an old Q. Too many Qs for my liking now. Yeah, it's getting all messy. But I know it's there now. Tap back into the queue. To our buyer zone. Funny how they line up, isn't it? I know it's going to happen. The second I go, let's just call it a day. It's going to go up. It's going to go ping, ping, boom. And rocket to the moon. It just does not want to get through. Come on, let's see you drop. Hogs. Gold and silver going to rocket to the moon. Let's have a look. Well, not too significant yet. Just returning to where it was overnight. Still bearish on the day. It's a good buy signal though on gold. It's a great signal on gold. Traffic lights are green. Alpha zones are bullish. You're above the 4 hour. Above the... Yep. Good buy signal on gold. Call it the... Gemini Moon Run. What's a Gemini Moon Run? Gemini Moon Run. I'm with you. I'm with you. Sorry, I just realised what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, 2.5 hours, and it has not been... Well, it's been fun being on with you guys, but this bit's not been fun. This horrible candle. Missed this. Because it kept us out. Well, I don't know what Trump's going to do yet, so I don't think anybody does. So it could be... Not just that, but we don't know what he's going to do over the tariffs. El Trumpo. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really. After such a solid run overnight. Win, 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 win. Right, so here's where we might get what we're holding on for. Not El Trumpo, but we've got a new 4 hour and a new 1 hour now. So that might give us some conviction in a particular direction, but we just don't know yet. So we're going to a little push down on the hour. New 4 hour candle should give us something. Come on, Nasdaq. I've been super fucking patient. So no news today, really. Although, where do I see gold in 18 months? I haven't got a clue. I don't... Long-term predictions on it. What have I just done? No, let's get rid of... There we go. There's our daily. Fucking hell. Insane, isn't it? Yeah, if you've been holding real gold, fair play. But as a prediction of where it'll go, not for me. Nobody knows that. Right, so we're struggling to get above this first. You're the guy who's got it all under your bed. I remember. You've been storing gold. Aussie gold. Well, you better hope it's not a crash then. I don't see a crash though. Right then. So we're getting a bearish hour. So let's be clear. Our 1 hour alpha zone, a 1 hour alpha zone. So we are now bearish on the 1 hour alpha zones. We're against the trend on our 4 hour because our 4 hour is still bullish. However, we are bearish on our 1 hour. So in regards to our rules, if we get a trend traffic light going red, and a 1 hour alpha zone is red, then we could take a trade. But we need the second traffic light to go red. Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? Long and Transocean. SBM offshore. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I appreciate you commenting. Nordic Tankers. Ah, Long Transocean. They make the tankers, do they? Interesting. Well, Trump will drill everywhere, won't he? So there's gas and oil. He's going to go for it. Right, so we've got a new candle. Drill, baby, drill. Well, that's what he said. Thanks for the likes on the stream, guys. Appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Drone Shield, Dro. Yeah, I don't trade options, but it's just too busy to take the time to go and learn as well. Too busy. I only hear good things about options, though. Yeah, no, there's a lot in our space that have moved over to options. Morning, Never Suffer. How you doing? Nine Knives. How you doing, brother? How was your weekend back testing? We're not bearish on our 1 hour, bearish on our 4 hour. Our 1 hour alpha zone. Excuse me. Has opened below to give us the opportunity for a short. Phoenix, we are on NASDAQ, 1 minute time frame. Currently looking for a short. Well, I'll tell you what, Nine Knives, you came at the right time because we've got absolutely nothing up to now. This one didn't fit, came on here. This one, traffic light hadn't changed for me, so I stayed out, being a good boy. And then it did that. I could cry. And then we've spent the last 2 hours sitting through this. And this wiki horrible piece of shit that gave us as well. So we were hoping that the new 4 hour would give us a little bit more. right now. Not give us a lot. But we're here, we turn up, we go again. Yeah, you know what? I did say that. No, I did say that. It's like I've stuck to the rules. I haven't took a single, even attempted, even considered taking something I shouldn't have. No, I don't hold gold. What time do I trade Nasdaq? Mornings. Afternoons a little bit more difficult with kids, things like that. So I like trading London, Asia into London. And as you can see from, just give you an example. Oh, by hidden drawings. I have, yeah. Overnight, Alpha Zone open below. Waited for our traffic lights to change. Sell, 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 sell. 4 wins straight off. Then they leveled out. Alpha Zone's leveled out. We stayed out. No signals possible in the rules there. First one was here. And then win, win. And we're still waiting for our next one. So I'm happy to have stuck to the rules. Because we know if we stick to the rules, then we'll be profitable. Okay, so we're pushing back up. Kirill Petrov, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? I'm trading Nasdaq. Okay, so we're getting above our 1 hour alpha zone. That traffic lights are going to align. I swear to God. So our alpha zones are bearish, which means I'm only looking for a short and it's gone above. So that's slightly annoying. Yeah, trade London, mate. Asian into London. When I can get up early enough. Well, I can always up for London, but I like a bit of Asia. So we put a new high in for this hour. Which means statistically, what are we, 15 minutes in? Statistically, then, that is likely to be our low for the hour. Patrick, welcome, my friend. If you are on the live, welcome to Alpha Zones. Have any questions? Drop in the Discord. I am available when I am awake. I will always answer when I can. What do I think the tariff news will do to the markets today? The problem is, like, I'm not going to talk politics, but it doesn't. We just don't know what he's going to say. It just makes it impossible. I think there'll be complete uncertainty, which I think is kind of what's happening at the minute. You just don't know, do you? There's nothing normal about it. It's like we're in a constant flux of war with the markets. The thing is, it depends whether he's making a deal. If they're going to make a deal, then it'll affect oil. Well, either way, it's going to affect oil. So if I was going to take a long, I'm sticking to my rules. But as I said, T, the new Golden Candle update is so crazy. I know it's going to be a great week. Very grateful for the continued support. Thanks, Nine Ives, mate. Spent a lot of time on it at the weekend. Just try and make sure it was right, which I think it is. The little tweaks with stop loss and things like that will help, especially with the risk calculator. So obviously, because of the movement of the stop loss, I have incorporated it into the risk calculator, so that will automatically change to make sure that you know what your risk amount is quickly when you're getting in a trade, and you can get in quickly. Appreciate the positivity, man. Yeah, that's why I put it on them all, on the risk calculator. It just means you can pick and choose. Then it's yours. Don't forget to give us a like on the stream, guys. We're nearly 3 hours in. Not took a fucking trade. Oh, I wish I didn't have to say that, but hey ho, stuck to my plan. Yeah, so if I was going to take a long, the previous hour high would be nice. Because if you're going to get 2 green traffic lights. Thanks for the likes, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribing already. Yeah, our alpha zones may have gone bearish. If we take the high of the previous hour, I would take that as almost as like a switch. Tapping back in. Nice to get a rejection straight out and up. I'd rather a little close though, so that I don't have to have a stop under here. Traffic light. I see you, green one. I see you. Okay. What do we reckon? Okay, so getting a break candle down. The reason I'd like that is because if we are going to go bullish, I'm going to end up taking a risk here, aren't I? Thanks, Nine Knives. Yeah, guys, if you're not already trading Max Algo Premium, as I said, I don't sit here for hours pitching, but I will give one quick overview. You get your important levels indicator, which will tell you where your draws on price will be. Very, very helpful for looking for where price can be drawn to and where it can react from. I will not be trading at 14.25, mate. That's a fact. However, I would not be surprised at 40.25 at half two if it plummets. But it does depend on what the orange man says between now and then. Yes, your important levels indicator. You get your golden candle indicator, which has just had an update this weekend, which will give you the signals that we went through that gave us the 6 winning overnight and kept us out the losses. You get your alpha zones, which is what I am using for my knowing when to take longs and shorts. So I said I'm looking for longs here, looking for longs here, looking for longs here. Now I'm looking for shorts. There's a full course in there on rule sets, understanding, market structure, hourly candle probability. There's some incredible stuff in there. My busy mate and business partner Zoo has put together an awful lot of content, worked really hard on that in there as well. So trust me, that in itself, the stuff that's in there is worth the money. I promise you that. The course is fantastic. And you will be a better trader for watching it. And yeah, there's a few other bits in there. And we are adding more. We've got another indicator coming soon. Zoo Trend. Which is very nice. Which looks really simple. So we're coming back below our hour. Okay, so hourly probability. Let's see if I can. That's why. So we're coming back below our hour. We've got one red trend traffic light. Let's move that up. Should give me a bit more viewing. the wrong indicator. I was trying to find that for you, but yeah. So what I was curious of is usually if we're going to get a bullish hour, a bullish or a bearish hour means you'll have your high or low put in the first 20 minutes. And obviously we've got 16 minutes here, 17 we've got a high, and here's our low. So if we're going to be bearish, that's our high. You're not expecting to come up back past that and then go down. And if we're going to be bullish, then that would be our low. Statistically speaking, that is more likely to happen. Excuse me. So we can get our trend traffic light to our big money traffic light to change red. Then I'm looking for a short. Sell signal and I'm in. See if we can get some volume. So low though. ATR's at 4. Yeah, so there's 69% chance, 70% chance there, yeah, 70% chance, sorry, that high is in a bearish hour, that's the high, 70% chance. Yeah, and it's about 69% that if in a bullish hour, that's the low. So this first 20 minutes is important. It's nice, clean first 20 minutes in fairness. Come down, put a low in, put a high in. Now we are 31 minutes. So if we're going to get a bullish shower, and that if it takes that low, which it hasn't, there's only a 10% chance that that would be the low in a bullish hour, which is why you'd expect that actually it's not going to be a bullish hour if it takes that low. See if we're going to take the low. That's us 3 hours in. Come on, let's get a breakdown. Be nice if it was below this. We are into the queue, so it's not going to be this candle, but it might well be this one now. Let's be ready. See if the traffic light changes. Come on. Not changed. We've got our 200 EMA there. It's in our golden candle indicator. It's currently not got below yet. I don't really want to trade into the queue. Every opportunity. Come on. Stop's going to be massive. Rejecting off the 200. Just pop those cues back on for a minute. as Gummy mentioned before. Let's see if we've gone. Not quite got through that. We're about to. Interestingly, I feel like that is probably flat rejection out of it. Interesting. So even if we got to push down, we're looking at absolutely humongous stop. Straight to the queue. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. We gave it 3 hours and 10 minutes, and it's not lining up for me. Lesson for today: stick to your rules. It's kept me out of what would have been losing trades. So I am happy with that. I'm happy I stuck to my rules. Nice that, as we said before, these are the trades: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all fitted with the rules, all winners. And that's how we trade Alpha Zones. Stick to the rules. When it aligns, we take the trades. When it doesn't, we stay out. I'll be back in the morning. Get on nice and early for you again. In the meantime, be safe today. Tariff news is going to make the market go nuts. Iran and the conversations around are probably going to make the market go nuts, so just be careful. Don't be taking any unnecessary risks with your prop firm accounts. Other than that, guys, we've got 2 red traffic lights. Straight to a queue. Right, have a good one, guys. I will speak to you in the morning. Take care.